Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes is one of the biggest moves of the summer, leaving Newcastle for Arsenal in a deal worth around £75 million. The Brazilian midfielder has already proven himself in the Premier League, combining aggressive ball winning with excellent passing and the ability to control the tempo of a match. Arsenal are bringing him in to add even more strength and creativity to their midfield, while also taking one of Newcastle's most important players away from a direct rival. Yohan Manzambi is one of Aston Villa's most interesting new arrivals. The young Swiss midfielder joined from Freiburg for a reported £59.5 million, making him a major investment for the club. Manzambi is known for his athleticism, technical ability, and versatility, and Villa will be hoping he can develop into a long-term star rather than simply being another expensive signing. Antonio Silva arrives at Bournemouth from Benfica for around £25.7 million. The Portuguese centre-back has already played at a high level despite his young age and has built a reputation for his composure, positioning, and ability to read the game. Bournemouth are hoping he can become a major part of their defense while continuing his development in one of Europe's most competitive leagues. Giovanni Quenda is one of the most exciting young players joining the Premier League this summer. The Portuguese winger arrives at Chelsea from Sporting CP and has already attracted major attention because of his speed, dribbling, and ability to play on either flank. Chelsea have become famous for investing in young talent, and Quenda fits perfectly into that strategy. Emmanuel Emega joins Chelsea from Strasbourg after developing into one of the most dangerous young forwards in France. Standing at around 2 meters tall, Emega combines his physical size with impressive speed, making him difficult for defenders to handle in open space. Chelsea will be hoping he can turn that potential into consistent Premier League goals. Marco Palestra is another young player Chelsea have added to their growing collection of talented prospects. The Italian defender arrives from Atalanta in a deal worth around £47 million. Palestra is comfortable defending and contributing from wide areas, giving Chelsea another versatile option while also providing a potential long-term replacement for players who have already left the squad. Merlin Roll has moved from Freiburg to Everton after establishing himself as an exciting young German midfielder. Roll can operate in several midfield and attacking roles, which makes him particularly useful in a Premier League squad. Everton will be hoping his movement, size, and ability to carry the ball can give their attack another dimension. Gonzalo Garcia arrives at Fulham from Real Madrid. The young Spanish forward has spent much of his development inside one of the biggest football academies in the world, and Fulham are giving him the opportunity to establish himself outside Madrid. His movement and attacking instincts make him an intriguing player to watch, especially as he adapts to the physical demands of English football. Daizen Maeda is returning to English football with Ipswich after leaving Celtic. The Japanese forward is known for one thing above almost everything else: relentless movement. His speed and pressing can make life extremely uncomfortable for defenders, and Ipswich will be hoping he can bring the same intensity and attacking threat that made him so important in Scotland. Julio Enciso gets another chance to make his mark in England after joining Ipswich from Strasbourg. The Paraguayan attacker already has Premier League experience from his time at Brighton, where his technical ability and creativity made him one of the league's more exciting young players. Ipswich will be hoping a fresh start can help him turn that potential into consistent performances. Florentino Luis joins Ipswich from Burnley as a midfielder whose biggest strength is protecting the defense. He is known for his tackling, positioning, and ability to win possession in the middle of the pitch. For a newly promoted side looking to survive in the Premier League, having a midfielder capable of providing defensive stability could be extremely important. Jeremy Jacquet is one of Liverpool's biggest investments of the summer, arriving from Rennes for around £55 million. The young French centre-back is being brought into a Liverpool defence that has undergone major changes, with Ibrahima Konate and Andy Robertson leaving. Jacquet already impressed during pre-season, even scoring against Como, but the real challenge will be adapting to the intensity of Premier League football. Ronald Araujo arrives at Liverpool from Barcelona on a season-long loan. Unlike some of the younger players on this list, Araujo already has experience playing at the highest level, including Champions League football and international competition. His strength, speed, and ability to defend one-on-one could make him an important short-term solution for Liverpool as their new-look defense develops. Elliot Anderson became one of the most expensive transfers of the summer when Manchester City paid around £116 million to sign him from Nottingham Forest. Anderson has already shown that he can handle Premier League football, but joining City brings a completely different challenge. He now has to compete compete for a place in one of the most technically demanding midfield systems in the league, while also justifying one of the biggest transfer fees in English football. Andre Santos. Andre Santos has moved from Chelsea to Manchester United for around £48 million. The Brazilian midfielder previously spent time away from Chelsea developing his game, and United are now betting on that development translating into a major role at Old Trafford. His physicality, ability to arrive in the box, and attacking contribution make him a particularly interesting addition to United's midfield.